Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Temple of Possibilities. I am Minister William, or Reverend Will if you wish, leading today's sermon of October 19th, 2025. And as always, we'll start with a moment of silence for prayer, meditation, or what have you. Thank you. I apologize for taking last week off. Um, I needed to I was overtired and doing a lot of work, so I needed to take some time off, and I thank you all for allowing me to do that. But this week's sermon is called "The Neighborhood." It was written by Helen H.P. Rivers and published on October 8th, 2025, on the Unitarian Universalist Association website. Peace means far more than the opposite of war. Fred Rogers. In a moment of stillness, I sip my coffee on my back porch, admiring the wildflowers I planted a few months earlier. They were never for me. These flowers were for the bees and other pollinator friends. Among the bird songs and cars, I hear a loud voice coming from a nearby apartment. I live in a large apartment complex with several hundred neighbors, so noise is not uncommon. After the third yell, though, I decided it was a good time to walk the dog. Luna is a small, muscular blue staffy with the condensation of a marshmallow, so long as she has her blankie and nobody with the constitution of a marshmallow, as long as she has her blankie and nobody's sweeping, mopping, vacuuming, or ignoring her. Otherwise, she has the constitution of a 2-year-old on Red Bull, and I'm learning to roll with it. Once outside, we quickly discovered the yelling was coming from the balcony of an adjacent building where two neighbors were engaging in a heated discussion. Now, there's a difference between being nosy and being neighborly. I don't want to know their drama. It's not my business. It would have been nosy for me to meander close enough to hear what they were saying, to try to get the tea. What I do want is for them to know there are people in the neighborhood who pay attention when that we hear someone yelling, and that's what I'd call neighborly. 5 minutes into our walk, I noticed the property manager cruising by slower than usual on her golf cart, and a construction collector looking down at his phone who perked up each time the yelling started again. Two women behind a moving van, a bookcase resting on the curb, turned their bodies toward the sound and listened. Maintenance staff lingered near the open garage, not doing anything but not nearly speaking either. 10 minutes into our walk, the woman was back inside and the man lit a cigarette on the back porch. The neighborhood grew quiet again. Another human moment passed in a never-ending series of very long days. I almost want to say my neighborhood, but again, it was never for me. The neighborhood, the village, the beloved community is for all of us. It blooms wherever it's planted, so long as we have the courage to be neighborly. So long as we have the integrity to refuse to look away from our neighbor's pain. Prayer. May we all be pollinators of peace. Blessed be. We need people who are pollinators of peace, especially in this time when the world is, especially the United States at the moment, is overrun by evil, and corruption, and hate. We need those of us who want peace and kindness who will have to do the neighborly thing. Protect those who need it from these evil tyrants. And never stand down. We need to build our communities, not get rid of the people who are different than us. Don't let the evil tell you who belongs here and who doesn't. And do not allow them to make enemies out of people who are not your enemy. Remember, when we all come together, the possibilities are endless. Thank you.